Welcome to Destination Central. I'm Bailey Bettis. It's great to have you on the show today as we visit Putaruru, then head north to Tirau, visiting some incredible businesses and finding out more about them. Edme Jewelers in Putaruru have a great range of jewellery and a fantastic range of giftware. You come in and have a look now for the Christmas season. So let's go in and take a look for ourselves. What range of jewellery do you have here at Edmeades Jewelers?
We've just been to the jewellery fair and we have two new ranges. Well, one isn't new, Pastiche, which comes to us from Australia, which is featuring steel in the new colours this year. And Alani is a brand new range to us, which features cubic zirconia stones. And the latest I've just unwrapped this morning is very similar to what Rachel is wearing on television at the moment, with beautiful green glass, amethyst, agates and black onyx, in rings.
I also noticed you've got a large selection of not just jewellery. Can you tell me more about what you have here?
As I just said, we've been to the gift fair and half of our store is a gift store, and we've just landed lots of different new products. We also have the traditional crystal glasses, clocks, photo frames. We've gone quite big into the Ashton placemat range, and and lots of new gifts to offer to put away on lay-by for Christmas.
So lay-by service is something you do provide coming up to Christmas?
We sure do, yes.
That's
yes.
Great. What other services do you provide?
We do watch battery replacements, we do all major jewellery repairs, rings and chains, and Boris is very big, my husband, on engraving. He engraves for Putaruru, Cambridge and around the district.
And where can we find Edmeades Jewelers?
On 19 Princess Street, Putaruru, one street over from the main highway going through town.
Great, thank you so much, Anne.
Thank you.
We're at Tuscany Road in Putaruru, checking out their fantastic new summer range from Silver Lining and Tirau. Let's go try on some great clothes. Let's try some Tirau. This collection, the Tirau range, is all about producing a line of clothing that is easy to wear, casual and comfortable. Tirau caters for women that want beautiful clothes that are stylish, fashionable and feminine. And for some more great summer colours. And my personal favourite with the whole look, Silver Lining is designed for the discerning 40-something generation and beyond. The garment cut is a little fuller, but the styling direction is trend. Silver Lining is designed for the lady who wants to look stunning and now has a brand that not only looks good, it also fits the stylish customer. Can you tell me about the history of the International Food Court, where it all began?
Okay, so this building is a heritage building. It was originally the Putaruru Post Office, and my mum had the opportunity to purchase the property. We've actually got a food court in Auckland, the Ponsonby International Food Court, that's been running for almost 10 years now. It's really successful. And so we've got our city food court, and now we've got the opportunity to have our country food court. Yeah, so we refurbished the whole building and changed it from, you know, a place that was empty for quite some time into a food court.
And what varieties do you have here?
Okay, at the moment we've got Thai, we've got Japanese, sushi, we've got Indian, we've got a seafood grill, you know, for all those farm meals, you know, for the local community as well, and we've got pizza. We've actually got space for one more food outlet, so something like pita or roasts would be really good. Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah, so there's opportunity for somebody else to come into the food court, yes.
So you also have spaces, I know we're talking about a bar as well?
Yeah. So we're looking at putting a bar on the outside. We've got a new bar in our Auckland property. It's called Revelry, and it's just an amazing concept, and we'd love to bring that concept down here to Putaruru as well. We've also, because it was a post office, we've also got room for a bank. So yeah, we'll see what happens, ANZ or, you know, yeah.
You were saying you really feel like you're a part of the community now here in Putaruru.
Yes, it's been nice, you know, like coming backwards and forwards from Auckland, you know, developing the business. I've got to know the local community and get involved with the local businesses as well. Yeah, and this is a great place where people can meet, you know, for their sports events, for their meetings, yeah, weddings, all sorts of things, because it's such a lovely venue.
What can the customer expect when they walk in the door? I know when I walk in, you're hit with that smell of delicious food.
Well, what they can expect is variety, you know, and also particularly for families, you know, they've got that choice so that they can come in and it suits everybody's different taste, but also it's very economical. The food is fresh, so, you know, it hasn't been sitting there all day. It's cooked as you order. Yeah.
That's great, that's really
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Where can we find the International Food Court?
Okay, so we're based in Putaruru. We're based on the main highway and just on the corner of Kensington Street.
How can we find out more about the Putaruru Food Court? Where can we find you? And maybe there are businesses that might be interested?
They can contact me, yeah, so contact Ilona Bragg, yeah. And should I give my mobile number? 027 215 9579.
That's great, thank you so much, Elaine.
You're welcome, thank you.
If you want to enjoy delicious international fresh food, come to the Putaruru International Food Court on the main highway in Putaruru. You can't miss it. Delicious. The Waikato River Trail is a 100-kilometre built track for cycling and walking. We catch up with Glenn to find out more about it. The Waikato River Trail is fairly new. When was it built?
The trail opened on the 5th of November 2011 after 8 years of construction. So construction started back in 2003. The reason the trail was constructed was because there was a downturn in the forestry industry and the South Waikato community were looking for opportunities to create employment, one through construction and secondly through visitors coming to the trail once it was completed. Opened on the 5th of November last year and we've counted about 20,000 people on the trail since then up to September this year.
That's really, really great. Now, how long is it?
The trail is 100 kilometres long. It starts at Ātiamuri, right next to the new Ātiamuri Bridge on State Highway 1, and it finishes at the southern end of Lake Karapiro, just 15 kilometres from here. So it takes in Lakes Whakamaru, Maraetai, Waipapa, Arapuni, and then up to Karapiro. People that use the trail cross a couple of the hydro dams, so they cross the Whakamaru Dam from east to west, and then they go down to the Waipapa Dam and cross back from west to east, and then head up this way towards Putaruru and Arapuni.
Now, what environmentally enhancement work have you done on the trail?
In the last 2 years we've planted about 20,000 native trees in riparian areas. The neat thing is that the access that the trail has provided has given us that opportunity to plant riparian areas both along the Waikato River and some of its tributaries. So in the last 2 months we've planted 13,000 native trees with support from our major sponsor Mighty River Power, the Waikato River Authority, Waikato Catchment Ecological Enhancement Trust and the South Waikato Environmental Initiatives Fund. So collectively with the Trust and with a whole lot of volunteer groups, schools and businesses, we've managed to plant some really sensitive areas. It provides erosion control, it provides a nutrient trap and acts as a buffer between farming, forestry and our precious waterways. Now, the River Authority have a 20-year or a 30-year plan, I think, to clean up the Waikato River, and this is an important part of contributing to that long-term health of the waterways.
Fantastic. Now, the trails themselves, 100 kilometres is a long way and fantastic.
Yeah.
It covers some great ground. Is it a family-friendly track for walking as well as cycling?
Some parts are and some are a bit more challenging. I guess the Central Otago Rail Trail has been hugely successful down on the South Island, and it's kind of set a benchmark, and it's an old railway line, so it's pretty flat. The trail up here is not flat, it's undulating. So, you know, I'd describe 65% of it as reasonably flat, with another sort of 20-25% undulating, and about 5 or 10% of it's kind of steep. The northern and southern ends of the trail are the easier bits, and when you get to the middle, around the sort of Waipapa up to Arapuni area, we're in some forestry blocks that are a little bit more remote and a little bit steeper. So when customers are inquiring about their trip, we just try to ascertain their level of ability and then align a journey down the trail that sort of fits their competence and their background so that people have a good time.
It's a long way to travel. Is there food along the way, anywhere we can stop?
Yeah, cafes are an absolute must for people, particularly the demographic that we're sort of targeting and are enjoying the trail, those sort of age perhaps 35 up to 75 or 80. So we've got 3 really cool cafes along the trail. From the south, the first one's in Whakamaru, the Dam Cafe. Heading back downstream at Mangakino, right on the lakefront, there's a beautiful cafe, the Bus Stop Cafe. And then another sort of 30-40 k's up here, we've got the Rhubarb Cafe in Arapuni. All really popular, particularly in the weekends.
Where are people coming from to do this trail?
We did some surveys. We did, I think we captured 348 responses over the summer. So we had some students out on the trail, and we asked that very question. In fact, it's the second question we asked. People are predominantly coming from the central North Island, so Auckland, Tauranga, Hamilton, Taupo, Rotorua, Cambridge, Matamata, Te Awamutu. And it's because we're so close to, you know, I think from central Auckland we're maybe 2.5 hours drive. So rather than people having to take long journeys, for instance, to the South Island, within a couple of hours, most of New Zealand's population can get to the Waikato River Trail. We've had a few internationals, but I think that market is not really hitting the River Trail yet. Word of mouth is a really important thing for us, so we haven't done heaps of marketing yet, and what we're finding is that the people that come in are going home, telling a bunch of people, and one of the neat things is some of our early tours that booked their accommodation and shuttle service with us are now bringing a different group of friends back, so they're taking their second journey on the trail, so that's really neat to see.
Is it also cycling friendly, obviously, that's what it's made for. Is it walk friendly as well?
The trail was built to the New Zealand Cycle Trail standard, so it's built to a really good cycling standard, but part of the survey was asking or observing whether people were cyclists or walkers, and 20% of those surveyed out of the 348 were walkers, and the 80% balance was cyclists. So predominantly cyclists, but we're getting lots of walkers as well, and all sorts too. We're getting, you know, mums with prams, up to people well into their 80s going for a walk.
Can you ride all year round?
Pretty much. It's pretty well draining around the riverbanks. You know, a lot of the riverbanks are sandy or pumicy, and we've put down a compacted metal surface, so it doesn't get boggy. It gets a bit foggy in the winter, but it doesn't get boggy. So yeah, it can be ridden pretty much all year round. There's a couple of areas down at Whakamaru that don't see heaps of sun in the winter and can get a bit chilly, but as long as you wrap up, put your gloves on and keep biking and don't stop for too long, it's comfortable, yeah. Our summer last, January, February, March were really busy, and we're expecting that again this summer.
How can we find out more about the Waikato River Trail?
A couple of key ways: through our website, www.waikatorivertrails.com, or by phoning the office here on 0788333720. A lot of our inquiries come through the web because people from out of town, we don't get so many people walking in the door making their inquiries, but they're organising their tours weeks or months in advance, and often doing it through the website.
What's your feedback been so far?
It's been really cool. People are really surprised by the scenery down here and describe it as absolutely stunning. So that's really cool. They're also telling us that the journey or the experience is really good value for money. We're putting people up in a lot of sort of country hotels and lodges, and people are having a great time. The hospitality down here is really fantastic, and that's another thing that we're hearing back from customers. And the connection with the Waikato River is a really special experience for them. So those are the sort of things we're hearing from the customers that we go back to after they've had their experience with us.
Great, thanks so much.
Cheers.
Some great exercise, get down to the Waikato River Trail, hop on your bike or go for a walk. And for more information, check out the website. We're here at the top of the hill in Tirau, visiting some amazing places such as Art on Main, the delicious Lamore sweets and the Carpenter's daughter. Can you tell me who Art on Main are?
Art on Main is a collective of currently 23 artists, all sorts of artists. We have painters, photographers, sculptors, potters. We're hoping to get up to probably another 2 or 3 because we want to make it so that everybody only has to work 1 day a month.
Can you tell me what sort of range you have here?
Well, we have silk paintings, we have paintings, watercolours, oils, the whole range of different artist medium. We have sculpture, we have pottery, Fiona Tunnicliffe's one of our potters. So, and just about everything. We have a little bit of craft.
How can we find out more about Art on Main?
Okay, we have a Facebook page which is Art on Main on Tirau. We don't advertise in the paper or anything like that, but we do have our own notice board outside the gallery, and we're still getting into advertising, so there will be different ways and different things we'll be doing in the future.
Any upcoming events?
Yes, in October, starting on the 12th, we have a photography exhibition of Waikato photographers. I think there's about 20 photographers involved. A number escapes me. And we also have our own exhibition running concurrently with that, which is called Rural New Zealand, and the entries are now starting to come in for that. So that'll be a show running till the end of October.
What can people expect when they come through the doors?
Well, we're all pretty friendly, we're artists. You can often find an artist working in the gallery because that's what we like to promote. It's a gallery, so it's for looking, and if you really feel like buying, you can buy, but it's more about, I think, the art than selling the art, if you know what I mean.
How do you encourage people to gain a better appreciation of art when they come here?
Well, by looking firstly at the pictures, but also by talking to the artist on duty. Now, we have a thing called Artists' Quarter as one of the things we run, and that's it's actually part of Art on Main, but not totally run by us. But that encourages new artists to come, and actually we have a meeting once every quarter, so that's every 3 months. And that's about encouraging artists to come out from their studios and actually join us or be a part of what we do. It'll involve trips to studios around the district, maybe paint outs, a day out doing stuff. And it's aimed mainly at the artists who aren't in the gallery, because we really want to encourage art.
That's great. Now, if there are new artists out there and they are watching now, how can they get in touch with you if they want to start showcasing their art as well here?
Probably the easiest way is to come and see us, or there are a couple of phone numbers available, so if they just ring us at Art on Main, usually the person on duty will have the details and can pass that on to the artist.
We're here at the Carpenter's Daughter at the top of the hill in Tirau, a fantastic store where all their clothing is New Zealand designed and made. Let's talk to Tasy and find out more. What does the Carpenter's Daughter provide for the customer?
So we do New Zealand made exclusive clothing that fits well from a size 12 to 24. We usually have fashion shows seasonally, where we have our clients modelling, and it's a really fun day to show off new season clothing. Heaps of fun.
So that's New Zealand made and designed?
Yes, so our designs are all done in head office up in Auckland by Caroline and her team, and they've been doing that for 22 years. still proudly New Zealand made, so we're very happy about that.
Now you do one-on-one styling and dressing. What does that involve?
So clients can ring up or email us and make an appointment, and then we can dedicate ourselves to our three-piece dressing, and we can pick out things that specifically suit their body shape and the occasion that they're going to.
There's also a weekly newsletter. Can you tell me more about that?
So in the newsletter, which I just printed out a copy, we have what's new in store and a staff favourites, and then Caroline has a little talk each week about something that's happening within the company, or what's happening nationally. And then we also have upcoming events in the newsletter, which is always a great way to keep in touch with what's happening in each of the stores.
How can customers shop? Can they go in store and online?
Yes, so we have the online shopping and obviously the 6 stores, and then also for the ladies that are leading busy lives, we can also do an APRO service. So all they need to do is ring up and let us know what they're sort of needing and what the occasion is, and we're happy to send a selection down to them.
Oh great, and then they can try on what they want.
Try on what they like and then send back what doesn't work, and we can add to that if we need to, but yeah, usually it's pretty good.
That's a really great option.
Yeah.
And how can we find out more about TCD?
So we have a website, www.tcd.co.nz, or on Facebook, The Carpenter's Daughter, and there's events and pictures of our events and what's happening.
Great.
Yeah.
And coming into your stores?
And coming into our stores here in Tirau, we're open 7 days a week. So that's makes it easy for the ladies that have got busy lives.
Great, thank you so much.
Okay.
The Carpenter's Daughter, top of the hill in Tirau, a great store. Make sure to come down and meet the friendly staff, Tracy and Liz, and they'll help you with all your clothing needs. Lamore Sweets has a huge range of delicious treats. Can you tell me a bit more about your old-fashioned New Zealand ones?
Oh, we have a great range. We have most of them New Zealand made, and we also have gluten-free. In the chocolate range, we have the chocolate hokey pokey, the chocolate ginger and apricots. As far as the nice milkshakes, we also have in the spearmint leaves. So those from the old school come in here and browse and thinking, wow, this is lolly heaven.
Exactly, all the parents coming in and getting back to memory lane, aren't they?
Totally, totally. The frosted caramels, all New Zealand made, the black balls, the rum and butters, butterscotch, yes, huge selection.
What about your imported sweets? Do you have some of those as well?
Yes, we do a lot of the bonbons from England, and Bassett's licorice all sorts, which is a big favourite, the Fry's Galaxy chocolates, and I do my best to get the Jaffa cakes in as well. Also the American, I import from America. Next week I will have the Twinkies and the Ding Dongs in, which people just can't wait for. I have a list of people to phone when that comes in, and we also do some of the drinks as well, like the root beer and the Big Red.
I can see you've got some great jewellery there. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Guess what? You don't put weight on with these ones. So if you don't want to buy my licorice all sorts, buy one of these, and they last longer. They do a bracelet as well as the earrings. Yes.
Oh, that's
very
great.
clever lady. They are made for Fimo, and she is a school teacher, and most people that I sell them to are kindergarten teachers or primary school teachers. They love them. The kids love them.
What about these tins? These look fantastic.
Oh, fantastic range. My favourite, of course, is the Santa. Big Santa, he's just lovely, very traditional. And people buy them. I sell several a week, and they just for lollies and their fudges and their cakes. And it's great to see the nice old-fashioned tins, all lovely embossed bag.
Now, do you have any locally made sweets? I know you've got some great fudge over there. Is that local?
Oh yes, our daughter makes that. She's got a fudge company, so that's nice that I can pick that up fresh every day if I need be. Some of the chocolates I make myself, and we also have some lovely novelty chocolates, that little sheep and twin pigs, and we've even got a set of teeth. and they are fantastic, and we have some fun with those because Nana needs those or my mother needs those, and they are eatable.
Can you remind us again, where can we find Lamore Sweets?
Yes, you can find it at the top of the hill at 1A, Main Road, Tirau.
Great, thank you so much.
Great.
Lamore Sweets, top of the hill in Tirau. Make sure to come down and check out their delicious treats here in Tirau. Well, that's the show for today. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget when you visit the businesses you've seen here to mention you saw them on Destination Central. And remember, I'll be away next week, so Monique will be joining you from Cambridge. We'll see you again very soon.
This has been an Alpha Media production, a division of Television Media Group.